Hello, hi, namaste, bon dia, morning. How are you? Where are you watching from? As usual, I just finished my morning walk. Today it's windy here. Not only windy, it's rain as well. Weather is not that much favorable. Normally, I used to do live from the open space from grounds, from the park, from the riverside, from the ocean side, wherever I used to go for a walk. But today I'm here inside the room and then with my morning tea, a cup of morning tea, early morning tea. I'm connected to you. I want to have some talk with you. As you know, if you are my regular viewer, you already know that every day after my uh, morning walk, I try to have some talk about some topic, whatever the topic is, whatever the things came in my mind while I go for walk. As you know that life is very busy, it's very hard to manage time, and I have suggested you in my previous live videos many times. uh, we all are busy, and in this capitalistic world life is very hard. It's difficult to manage time if you have families, kids. It's more difficult for you to manage the time. It's difficult for to give us me time, but also we have to try to manage few time for us, for ourselves, especially if we are able to make 30 minutes of work every day. It's very good for our physical and mental health. We have I have already talked about this topic many times. Yesterday I talked about the effects of what are the consequences of the Middle East conflict, what's going on around the world. And even I have made a video yesterday. I had made a video about whether the grocery prices has been increased or not because of the Middle East conflict in Europe. And I have shown you the grocery prices from Lidl supermarket. It's all over the Europe, in, or let me say, most of the countries of the Europe, and I didn't see that much of increment in the prices of the grocery. That means the price has not been increased yet. So we can say that the Middle East conflict has not affected till yesterday about the grocery prices. Today, I want to talk about the Middle East conflict, how it started, why it started, and what's going on. I don't know a lot of things, but whatever I know, I just want to talk about this thing. If you are interested or if you have some idea about this, you can mention here in the chat box as well, so we can have conversation about it. We can put one another ideas, like I may know something, you may know something, or somebody knows something, and if we fuse that idea, we can have some great ideas as well. I have already said you yesterday as well. We are not the leader. We are not the peacemaker. Nobody else. We are normal, general human beings, general situation. But also, we are worried about, because when there is war or when there is something. Calamities happen in the world that will directly or indirectly affect our lifestyle. So everybody is conscious about it, and everybody is pretending whether it's about to come all war third, or how the country or how the world will face this situation. We have a kind of things in our mind. Yeah. Okay. um Okay, then let's talk about the Middle East conflict. As we all know that this Middle East conflict started in early 2026, which involves United States, Israel, and Iran, and indirectly Iraq as well. This war has started in February, as we said, 2026. What happened on 28th of February 2026? United States and Israel, they launched major air strikes on Iran in a military operation, which is also known as the Operation Lion's Roar. What happened? That time, many Iranian military sites were hit. Iranian leaders and commanders were targeted in that operation. And for that, when US and Israel launched the airstrikes, then Iran also responded it with missiles and drone attacks against Israel and US based in the region. And this conflict between US, Israel, and Iran indirectly involved Iraq. Iraq is not directly involved in this conflict, but it happens to be involved. Why Iraq also involved in this conflict? As we know, Iraq itself is not the main battlefield, but it became the part of the conflict because you see, there are US military bases in Iraq, and some Iranian backed militaries operate inside Iraq as well. And these groups, what happened? These groups have attacked US position in Iraq in retaliation. Because of that, though Iraq is not the part of the conflict, or let me say that it was not directly involved, but indirectly it happens to get involved in this conflict. You see, after the war started, what happened? These pro-Iranian groups in Iraq protest the US and the Israel. They started doing demonstration. They tried to approach the US embassy in Baghdad. And Iraq police, what happened? They used the tear gas to stop them. When there is conflict, we everybody know one try to protect another. If there is any damages, any attack, any conflict, then police forces obviously involved to in order to stop it. And due to that region, Iraqi police also, they use the tear gas to stop them. And what happened? One after another attack, a lot of destruction is already happened. See, this war, the war between Israel, US, and Iran is still going on. We all know there are still this aligned group, Iran and aligned groups. They are continuously attracting on US and the Israel targets. Hundreds of soldiers and civilians have been killed. Hundreds of civilians and the soldiers have been wounded. A lot of physical destruction has occurred. You see, there is fear among the people in the Middle East. There is no any chef. You see, every day the airports are being attacked, flights are cancelled, people are having difficulty. They are not able to. Even yesterday I saw one news. It said that the flight Emirates flying from Lisbon to Dubai. It carry a lot of passenger from here Lisbon, and then it get back to Lisbon again because of the drone attack in Dubai International Airport. It could not land in Dubai, or it could not fly towards Dubai, and then the passengers the the flight bring the passengers back to the city. And I heard that those passengers are inside the airport. You see, if you are flying to some country, then every people what happened, they have to invest a lot of money, they have to do shopping for traveling. And some people, they live in the rural parts or outside the city areas, or they have to travel to the airport 3 4 hours of driving, or they have to stay in hotel areas. There are a lot of things people have to prepare before traveling. And when the flights cancel this way, or when the flight is stopped, people have to face a lot of difficulties. This is a very bad, and this is very critical situation. It creates people always a fear in their mind. It creates unsafety among people. This kind of things is going on. You see, Iraq is also affected because you say US troops are stationed there, and the Iran aligned militaries operate there. The country is geographically between Iran and US alliance, you see. When we say the main war is between US, Israel versus Iran, as if Iran is not the main war zone, but attacks and protests there happen in Iraq. It's happening because US troops and Iranian aligned groups are presented there. War is never good. We all know. Everybody wants peace. Everybody thinks of peace. War is never ever good for anybody. But also this conflict has been started. A lot of physical, human, mental destructions are going on. There are always regions behind war. We all know that there, there are always regions behind the war. And in this conflict, in this war, Israel and US has given their own reason why this war has been started. They say that US and Israel say that this war has started because of Iran's nuclear program. They believe Iran was close to building nuclear weapons, which has created a kind of fear to them. They also say that a missile and military threat to Israel and and America, US forces in the region. There is also a long-standing tension between Israel and Iran over influence in the Middle East. This has also forced for this war. You see, during the first wave of the attacks, hundreds of strikes hit Iranian military and leadership targets. And after US and Israel attack Iran responds the attack with missiles and the drones against them. It's normal. If you hit me, I hit you, or if somebody attacks you, you'll go to attack them. Is America and Israel attack Iran, and then Iran responds it through missiles and drone against them. Israel start attacking over US military based in the Middle East and countries hosting US troops. And the conflict was going on between US, Israel, and Iran, but Iraq indirectly happens to get involved in this battlefield. In this war, till the date, till the early March, a lot of destruction, a lot of damages happen, like 200 plus US troops wounded in attack across the region, thousands killed in the region, mostly in the Iran and the neighboring acres. You see, the missile attacks and the air strikes have hit many military targets. Now, this war has not only affect the Middle East, US or Israel. It has global impact. It has affected globally. You see, the prices of oil has been increased because of the shipping routes, like the Strait of Hormuz were disrupted. We all know about this. And also there is the risks of a wider Middle East war. And also we can see the military tensions across Lebanon, Iraq, and the Gulf countries. Countries, they have fear, they have tensions, they have military tensions. And the main thing is, we all know that the Gulf countries, they have a lot of oil, and most of the countries, even the European countries, the Asian countries, they depend on the oil from gas and oil from Gulf countries. Due to this war, the price of oil has been increased, and when there is increment in the gas and oil, it automatically increase the prices in everything. So as the world itself is in crisis, this war has created more economical crisis. You see, America itself has more than 38 trillion debt, and every time it has to pay interest for it and again more debt. And whatever, I already said you that this is not the thing that we normal people can solve it. We normal people can talk about, but this kind of things creates fear among us as well. We people, we have to work every day to feed bread for the family. We are being affected as well. I see in Europe now there is crisis, job crisis. A lot of people, they are looking for a job. Unemployment is increasing because you see, this conflict has affect the flight. The prices are increasing, and people are not able to run business properly. Tourism is affected, and it has created job scarcity. Even me myself, I'm fear anytime, because there is no uh, tourism increment, no good business. Then anytime the boss may fire me. This kind of insecurity is increasing in my mind every day. We all people, everybody, we are fear. Oh, if I lose my job, people like me, I'm immigrant. People like me, we don't have anything here. Everything depends on our job and our work. If we can work, we can make money, we can pay the rents, we can pay the mortgage, uh, we can eat, we can feed the family. If no job, then it's impossible for us to do all these things. So it's creating problem, it's creating pain, making difficulty, as if we can't solve this thing, as if we can't uh, it's not our tension, um, as being a normal people, normal ordinary people. But also it's it's time to think about it, because if it goes for long, we can't imagine the situation, how the world will face economic crisis, how our life will be affected. It's like a kind of tension. When we wake up early in the morning, and when we try to scroll down for some news, and if you look at the news regarding the progress, regarding the peace, you will be happy, your mind will be fresh, you are energetic, you can do the work, your whole day will be very beautiful, very happy. But when you wake up early in the morning and try to scroll down the news, the world, all around the world, what's going on, then if you see the war, the destruction, the fire, the guns, it makes us negative. It drag down the energy. For me, that happens. I don't know how people take things, but for me, I wake up and when I try to scroll down some news, and when I when my eyes are struck to the positive news, good news, then my positive energy blossoms, and then I started being my body automatically becomes energetic, and then my day is very happy, very beautiful. I'm energetic throughout the day. But when my eyes happen to strike on the negative news, the news regarding the war, destruction, pain, killing, murdering, blah blah, it drags down my energy. The negative energy starts throughout my body, and my day becomes very bad. Let me say, very day goes very negatively. So directly not, but indirectly, this kind of, maybe directly or indirectly, let us say, this kind of incidents around the world affects us. So I don't want to talk about this kind of big issues. It's a big issue for us. We are ordinary people, but also indirectly we are involved in it. So I talk about this issue today. I know it's not necessary for me to talk about these issues as being an ordinary people. I'm struggling for my hand and mouth, but also I'm talking about a big thing. But this big thing has directly or indirectly trust on my life. So I talk about it. If you think you are also being affected directly or indirectly, if you think you though you are not a person to think about it, but I'm being affected and also talk about it. if you make some videos, you can tag me in my YouTube, or you can mention here in the chat box, and we can talk about it as well. Okay, now my morning tea is also finished. This much for today. We will talk about another topic tomorrow in my tomorrow's life. Thank you for watching my live. Thank you for being connected with me. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like and share to my videos. Happy Wednesday. Wish to see you again in my tomorrow's live with a new topic, with any current issues, whatever is happening around us, maybe our daily lifestyle, maybe our daily thoughts, or maybe our jobs, or the current issues around the world, whatever whatever happens, let's say we can. I, as I already said you that I'm not any kind of professional vlogger or anybody else. I just want to talk about the current issues or current things or whatever comes in my mind during my exercise time while going to work. Whatever I see, show to you as well. My channel is like at parts you can see everything. Sometime when I go to travel, I do live from my traveling diaries. When I'm at work, I saw something from my working diaries, and maybe sometime the cooking or whatever comes. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you so much. Have a happy Wednesday. Enjoy your day. Take care. Maybe some places it may be evening, some places it may be night, some places it may be early morning, some places it may be afternoon. Wherever you are watching from, what time is there in your country? I greet you with the same hour. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever is the time. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Enjoy your day.